Hi everyone, it's your girl Lala from Lala Crochet Boutique. If you're hunting for the perfect Halloween gift or just looking to add a bit more spookiness to your Amigurumi collection, you're in the right spot. Today we're going to crochet this adorable little spider together. If you enjoy this pattern, be sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Grab your yarn and hooks, let's get crocheting! First, we're going to start by making a slip knot. Insert your hook. And we're going to chain 15. Yarn over, like this, into the loop, and you have one chain. Again, chain 2, 3, 4, 5 until you reach chain 15. This is how it will look. Next, you're going to work one single crochet into the second chain from the hook. Not this one, but this one. So work one single crochet, move to the next stitch after it, and work an increase. 2 single crochets in one stitch, and continue working an increase in each stitch until the last chain. And last increase. Chain 1, leave a pretty long tail, and cut off the yarn. And we need 6 legs, so repeat these steps until you have 5 more legs. We're going to make the first legs cluster by joining 3 legs together. So simply attach the 3 legs together, grab the strand that's from the right leg and insert it into the darning needle. And insert the needle through all 3 legs. To make the cluster even more secure, you can pass the needle a few times. Take out the darning needle, and now we have our first cluster. Repeat these steps on the remaining 3 legs to have 2 clusters. First, make a magic ring. And single crochet 6 into the magic ring. Into the loop, yarn over, into the loop. When you have 2 loops on your hook, grab your yarn into the 2 loops. This was the first single crochet. Repeat that for 5 more times. When you have 6 single crochets inside the ring, pull the strand and close the ring. To join the round, slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round, insert your hook, yarn over, into the loop, and when you have 2 loops on your hook, grab the left one into the right one. Chain 1 to join the round. Next, work an increase into the first single crochet of the round, one single crochet and another single crochet into the same stitch. Next, you're going to make a picot stitch, so chain 1, 2, and 3, and insert your hook into the back bump of the first chain here. Slip stitch, and this is our first fang. Move over to the next stitch and work another increase. Work another increase. And do the same again. 3 chains and slip stitch into the back bump of the first chain. And move over to the next stitch and work an increase. And proceed working an increase into each stitch until the end of the round. Slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round to join the round. Next, single crochet 1, work an increase on the next stitch, skip this picot here, we're going to fold it so it won't get in our way. Move over to the next stitch after it and work a single crochet. Move over to the next stitch and work an increase. On the next stitch, work a single crochet. Work an increase on the next stitch. And again, fold the picot towards you so you can single crochet into the next stitch after it. And then work an increase into the next stitch and continue with this pattern, 1 single crochet and 1 increase until the end of the round. And we have our fangs. Join the round with a slip stitch and chain 1. For row 4, you're going to single crochet 1 in the first stitch, work an increase on the next stitch, then work 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches, and then an increase on the next one. Follow this pattern of 2 single crochets followed by an increase until you have 1 stitch left. After you made your last increase, you should have 1 stitch remaining. We're going to single crochet 1 into that stitch. And then join the round. Next, single crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then work an increase on the 4th stitch. And repeat this pattern until the end of the round. Then you'll have 30 single crochets in the round. Work your last increase. Join the round into the first single crochet. And then we're going to simply just single crochet around, place 1 single crochet in each stitch until we reach row 9. So do your 3 rounds, I'll do mine off camera, and I'll see you back again at the end of round 8. Don't forget to join the round with a slip stitch and chain 1 into the first single crochet at the end of each round. Now that you've finished your rounds and you're at the end of round 8, we're going to start round 9 by single crochet 3, 1, 2, 3, and then work an invisible decrease. If you're not sure how to work an invisible decrease, you're going to look at the top of your stitches and see that you have 2 loops, one closer to you and one further away. We're going to go into the stitch, not under it, like this, so we have only the front loop on our hook. So we're going to do that for the first stitch and then do it also to the next one until you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over into the 2 loops only, and now you have 2 loops again on your hook, yarn over into the both of them. And this was an invisible decrease. Continue working 3 single crochets and then another invisible decrease. Continue working this pattern until you reach the end of the round. Then you'll have 24 stitches. At the end of round 9, slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round to join the round, chain 1, and then place a stitch marker on the last loop to secure it. Now we're going to place the eyes. First, grab your 20mm safety eyes and place them between rows 5 and 6, approximately 6 stitches apart. Then grab your 10mm safety eyes and place them between rows 7 and 8, 9 stitches apart. And secure them. Now that we have our eyes placed and it's super cute, let's continue to round 10. Take out the stitch marker and continue from where you left off. We're going to single crochet 2 and then work an invisible decrease like we did before. And repeat that until the end of the round. Single crochet 2 and then an invisible decrease. For round 11, we're going to work something a little bit different, so pay attention. We're going to go into the first stitch of the round and work a slip stitch. Yarn over. When you have 2 loops on your hook, grab the left one into the right one. If it's easier for you, use a stitch marker to mark the first one. Next, we're going to work a slip stitch invisible decrease. How do we do that? We're going to go into the 2 next stitches front loops, yarn over, and into all 3 loops. And that's stitch number 2. Next, a regular slip stitch, and then another invisible slip stitch decrease. And repeat that, 1 slip stitch followed by a slip stitch invisible decrease until you reach the end of the round. And make sure you have 12 stitches at the end of the round. And 1 last decrease. Take out the stitch marker and join the round into the first slip stitch we did. Slip stitch and chain 1. Bring back the stitch marker, and now we're going to fill the head a little bit. I'm going to use some scrap yarn that I have, but feel free to use any stuffing material you have. When you're done stuffing the head, let's move on to round 12. Take out the stitch marker, bring back the hook, and now we're going to increase in each stitch. So instead of 12 stitches, we're going to have 24. Go into each stitch of the previous round and work an increase. continue working your increases and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Join the round, slip stitch and chain 1. Next, for round 13, we're going to start by single crocheting 3 in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then work an increase. Well, repeat this pattern until the end of the round. Let's work our last increase and join the round. For row 14, we're going to start by single crochet 2 in the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, and then work an increase. Next, we're going to single crochet 4 in the next 4 stitches. And then work an increase. And then we're just going to work 4 single crochets followed by an increase until we have 2 stitches left. After our last increase, we're going to single crochet 2 in the 2 remaining stitches. Join the round with a slip stitch and chain 1. Next, round 15, we're going to start by single crocheting 5 in the next 5 stitches. Then work an increase. And repeat this pattern until the end of the round. I'm now working my last increase of round 15 and join the round. From round 16 to round 19, single crochet around like we did before. Just place 1 single crochet in each stitch. Join the round with a slip stitch and chain 1 at each round end, and I'll see you at the end of round 19. Let's join round 19. Sorry about the clicking, that's the safety eyes. Chain 1, and now let's put a stitch marker on the last loop because we're going to attach the legs. So what we have here now, after we've joined the 3 legs together, is this pile of strands. So what we're going to do now is take the one in the middle from the middle leg, grab our darning needle, and using our darning needle we're going to insert it between row 12 and 10, right in the middle. This way it will be attached, and we're going to do the same to all of those strands here. Once all of our strands are inside, and we've checked, pick the longest tail and cast it aside. And what we're going to do with all the other strands is tie them together. So just tie each pair of strands like this, not too tight. One side of the legs is done. Let's go do the same on the other side. First of all, I'm obsessed. And next, grab the longest strand from one side and tie it to the longest strand from the other side. Not too tight, just to make it secure. And let's continue finishing up our spider. We're just going to tuck in all of the unnecessary strands and continue round 20. Take out the stitch marker, bring back the hook, and start by single crocheting 5. And then work an invisible decrease. And repeat this pattern until the end of the round. 5 single crochets followed by a decrease. For round 21, we're going to single crochet 4. And then work an invisible decrease. And repeat this pattern until the end of the round. We're going to start round 22 by single crocheting 3. And then work a decrease. And repeat this pattern until the end of the round. Then we'll have 24 stitches. For round 23, we're going to work 2 single crochets and then work a decrease, invisible decrease, and again repeat that until the end of the round. 1, 2, invisible decrease. Work the last decrease, join the round, and then place a stitch marker. To secure the loop, we're going to fill the belly. You can use polyfill or any other stuffing material you have, scrap yarn, whatever you have available. To start round 24, work 1 single crochet and then work a decrease in the next 2 stitches, an invisible decrease, and repeat this pattern until the end of the round. 1 single crochet followed by 1 invisible decrease. Join the round, chain 1, and now for our final round, let's work a round of decreases, 6 decreases to close the body. Join the round, chain 1, grab your scissors and cut off the yarn. Leave a little tail for sewing the end. Pull the hook and use a darning needle to close this gap with the tail we left. And finally, hide the tail inside the body. And cut off the leftover. I hope you too think this is the cutest spider you've ever seen. So if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I upload a new crochet tutorial every Monday. And if you have time, check my channel for other Halloween tutorials. I'll see you next Monday!